Carlos Sainz, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated driver on the grid. And though he's currently driving for one of the most prestigious teams in Formula 1, him exiting the team tells me that there is something great on the horizon for the Spaniard. See, one thing we can't deny is the fact that Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc makes one of the strongest driver pairing on the grid right now. But when you compare it with Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, what you get from this driver pairing is much greater. So I'm not really upset with Ferrari's decision to change its driver pairing for 2025. Though I have my own fair share of doubts about this new driver pairing, which I will be making a separate video to talk about. Now getting back to Carlos Sainz. Carlos, in my opinion, is one of the most trustworthy drivers on the grid, and him being without a seat for 2025 is not the end of the world, as I know for a fact that other teams see the talent in him. He's trustworthy, stays out of trouble, and always collects points out of a weekend. Though his adaptability needs some work, he's one driver who is extremely spontaneous and can be strategic with executing a Grand Prix. I mean, if the Singapore Grand Prix from last year didn't show you what he's capable of, then I think you're just in denial. So I hope he doesn't rush into a decision and weighs out his options for 2025 before jumping into a conclusion. So what are his potential options? Well, if Red Bull doesn't sign Sergio Perez for 2025, then Carlos, with his ties of being a ex-Red Bull junior driver and with his dad still driving for Red Bull in the rally scene, he could get a seat for 2025 at Red Bull to pair alongside Max Verstappen. Or a move to Mercedes could also be an option. Or if Alonso moves to Mercedes to replace Lewis Hamilton for 2025, then moving to Aston Martin could also be a potential option. But the one that makes the most sense and is the one that has been in the talks for a very long time ever since Andreas Seidel moved to Stake F1 was that he joins Stake for 2025 and builds that Audi team around him to become a championship contender with them. I mean, this makes the most sense, though it carries the most risk and uncertainty, as his performance and results could take a hit in 2025 with Stake's poor performance, and there is no guarantee that Audi would become a championship contender from 2026. So with him having a plenty of eye-watering options in his hand, I hope he makes a great choice. As he is one of those drivers who may not have the one-lap raw pace like Leclerc, Max, Lewis, and Fernando, he more than makes up for it with his consistency and smartness behind the wheel. I'm sure that teams have already started to reach out to Carlos Sainz, but what his priority should be for in 2024 is that he proves himself again and show what he has on offer for other teams. Though the preseason test so far indicates that it could be another Red Bull dominance, there still are other amazing narratives this season that make it exciting to look out for. So what do you think would be Carlos Sainz's move for 2025? And how do you think Carlos Sainz would perform in 2024? Leave it down in the comments. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button to the Master channel if you haven't already. Also hit that bell icon while you're at it so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Master, and I'm out. Love you guys. Stay safe. Peace.